What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Ready Tape. And today we got the Week 4 pregame show between the Broncos and the Raiders. Y'all know what it is, man. It's a must-win for the Raiders, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one because the Broncos got a stifling defense. We're going to hop into it, y'all, but let's see if we can get that thumbs up. Make sure the audio and the visuals are good before we get this thing started, man. I see a few people in the chat already. Appreciate everybody that's pulling up. Shout out to everybody that's already in here, man. I see TJ Mack here. But I'm going to wait to see if we get a thumbs up in the chat real quick to make sure the audio and visual is good before we get this thing started. Let me know, and we're going to go ahead and get it rolling. Appreciate everybody that's already in here. TJ Mack is what it says, go Raiders. Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. We got to get this win, TJ. We got to get this win. B-Rod in the building. Let's see if we win. Yeah, of course we got to see if we win. And we finally get the thumbs up from our guy, Todd Davis. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Also, by the way, man, if you guys didn't know, you could join the membership. By the way, you could join the membership if you want to see the all-22 film, either offense or defense. So make sure to check that out, y'all. But I appreciate everybody pulling up. I'm going to go ahead and drop some shout-outs real quick. Juan is in the building. He says, we need D-line pressure and run the ball more with Jacobs. Definitely. That's got to happen, man. Todd Davis. We also need McDaniels to stop micromanaging DC4 and let him just play ball. We're going to get it all into this today, man. But appreciate everybody pulling up. Kenny in the building was good. What he says, what's up, Ray? He got DC in the house. Hey, Foxy, let's get a dub, Ray. Yes, you know we got to get the dub. And this one's going to be way more important, not just because we're 0-3, but because the owner meets with the head coach, and also because the players have an only players meeting. There's an only players meeting, and at this point, obviously, there's some distress within the building. And if we go out there and lose after the head coach had to see the owner, and after the damn players meet with each other, the players only, no coaches, no owner, or nothing, it's going to be tough if we go out there and lose, because then we're going to start seeing, in my opinion, the downward spiral if we go out there and lose after having that, man. But let me go ahead and give some more shout-outs, though, man. Carla in the building says, I get to watch the game. My TV station only broadcasts the Broncos. Shout out to Carla. Finally get to catch a game on TV. Hey, Foxy, what's good with it? Alex S. in the building. My guy Eminem in the building. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you pulling up on us. Unknown Raider. We need this win. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Everybody knows it. Westside Media was good with it, Big. What's good with it, Big Earn? Herman Mustard. He's the man. He's the man with the plan. J-Dub was good. He says, what up, Bray? Appreciate you pulling up on us today. Appreciate you pulling up on us. What the heck is going on in the chat? We ain't got no moderators in the chat? Y'all got to put that dude on timeout. I don't know what dude's talking about right here. It's talking crazy. Come on now. What it do, Digital Press? Appreciate you pulling up. Edgar V in the building. James Furpo was good with it. Martine was good with it. Raider McLeod as well. Hell yeah. No mods. That's what I'm saying, man. Where's all the mods at? I gotta hook you up. I gotta hook you up, Prez. You and Mike Morris. Mike Morris ain't a mod either. I gotta hook y'all up as moderators right now, because people be talking spicy in the chat, bro. And I'm not trying to have any part of it. I'm telling you. Talking about some crazy stuff. But let me go ahead and add Digital Prez and add Mike Morris into the chat real quick. Or excuse me, as moderators, because we need those mods, man. I'm telling you. Community. Okay, here we go. We need mods. How do we do this? So we got to go. Go here. And then Mike Morris. How I get Mike Morris. Dang, how do I get Mike Morris as a mod? Let me see. Dang, he's not popping up. Dang. I mean, I got Digital Press. I'll have to do Mike Morris next time, man. But we'll get into it. Man. Yes, sir. Salute to the chat, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. He says you can manually do it from the app now. From the app? Okay. Let me see if I can try it from the app real quick, because I need to add some mods. How do you get there? Let's go to settings. Go to settings, comments. How do you do it from the app? Digital press. That's why you digital press, man, because you know all the digital stuff, bro. But you a moderator now, man. You a moderator now. Put this user block this dude, man. What the hell going on? This early? This early? What the hell? That's the guy from Andy's chat. He was in Andy's chat too? The hell? That's a Broncos fan. Lots of Broncos fan in Vegas raid. I'm not surprised, man. I'm really not surprised. Let's be honest, man. Edgar V says we win by 3 points. 3 points? That's it? It's going to be tough, though, because let's go ahead and hop into it, man. I don't want to share this with y'all. First things first, y'all know how we do. We got to talk about this injury report that had popped up on us. As far as the inactives for today, we got the Raiders versus the Broncos, and the inactives we're looking at is, of course, Hunter Renfrow out with a concussion. 2 weeks in a row, Hunter Renfrow out. And it's a real surprise because you think about it, we just gave this man a contract, and then the moment we give him a contract, he's out, and he's usually typically ready to fit the bill. But we're going to go ahead and rely on Mac Collins once again. Go down the list, and we got Rocky Sin out. But the good sign is that we don't see Nate Hobbs on this list. Now, with Rocky Sin out, that means you have Rocky Sin, you have Anthony Averett that's already on IR. Who's going to start on the other side of the ball when it comes to this defense? On the other side of Nate Hobbs. So let me know in the chat right now. I want to know, do you guys think Webb will actually get the start, or is Amik Robertson going to get the start? I don't know if it's been confirmed, but it's looking like it's going to be Amik Robertson. I wouldn't be surprised at all, but at least Nate Hobbs is back out there for us. Let me know that in the chat. He said, what the F, Donkey fans? Yeah, man. Donkos. The Donkos out here tripping, bro. Yes, sir, Prez. Yes, sir, Prez. You know what it is, man. If we lose today, the season's over? Yeah, I think it is too. If we lose today, the season's probably over, man. Ernesto says, Raider Nation from the land of the hate or little country because they don't get out. Ernesto in here must be a Donkeys fan. Honcho chat too, bro. Y'all got no time, bro. We went by 25. That's what I'm talking about, man. 26-19 at least. Our offense is going to have to make it happen. Yeah, seen that dude all over Raiders channels. They're going to have to do better, man. They're going to have to do better. Block user. My goodness, bro. OT6. You were OT and 6. You were mod 2. You got to get on them. Bro. You got to get on these dudes. I don't know what type of time they be on. Underrated man says Webb. Edgar V says Webb. Wow, Webb is starting. Okay, so Webb's the starter. Is that confirmed? I think Webb on the outside and Meek in the slot. So this is what I've been hearing is that Webb could potentially get the start on the outside and then Meek could get the slot. I seen that in an article, Mike. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they give the upper hand to Webb because we've seen the Meek actually go out there and get a lot of burn. I mean, ever since the absence of Anthony Averett and also when Hobbs went out last week. So if Webb comes in, I would be happy for him. Definitely would be happy for Webb to come in and fulfill that cornerback slot, or excuse me, that cornerback spot across from Hobbs. Docs, oh my goodness, bro. What are we doing? Can we have yo, moderators, y'all got to get on my guy. You got to get on him. Where's the mods at? ONT6, I know you a mod. Digital Pred, I just made you a mod. He says, Ray, you the only one that can block accounts from your channel since you're admin. What's the channel? How do I block that dude? Let me go on to YouTube. Man, why we got to deal with this? Why we got to deal with these lames? Tell me. Why we got to deal with these lames? It's all right. Let me see. We're going to figure it out right now. Okay. Remove. Report. Okay. What do we do? Block. Okay, we got him. Out of here. Boom. Out of here. Let's get it. Let's move on. We need to get our pass game and run game on point today. The offense has got to be on point. Now, I wanted to talk about this real quick and bring up the statistic as far as the Broncos offense, okay? Because the Broncos offense really has been putting up a lot of points. You can see right here the Broncos offense in the last 3 games. I'll make it a little bit bigger for y'all. In the last 3 games, the Broncos scored 16 points. In the next game, they won 16 points against Houston. And then the following game where they just played the 49ers, they scored 11 points. So this right here, I'm using this. Oh, my goodness, bro. What is we doing? Let me see. Remove, put user, unhide, user channel, go to channel, report, remove. Let me see. Jeez Louise, bro. Can I get my can we talk a little bit before these dudes pop up? They is not playing today, is they? They is not playing today. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get it. All right. So you can see by the scores, anyways, as we was rudely interrupted. He says we trying right. I appreciate y'all, man. They out here tripping today. The hell going on? But anyways, our defense got to step up. Our defense definitely has to step up. If we allow the Broncos to score over, we'll give them a little grace period, a little grace room, and say if we allow the Broncos offense to score more than 20 points, then our defense is obviously lacking in something. If we're looking at this scoreboard the same way. These dudes have only scored, the most points they scored is 16 points. So our defense should be able to step up at home. This is at home as well. So I'm looking for our defense to have at least a big game, at least something minimal to 20 points. But again, oh my goodness, bro. Why is everything about docs? What the hell? It's going to be one of them kind of shows, is it? It's going to be one of them kind of shows. Let me see. Pin Ramon, let me see. All right, I'm going to do that. I'll probably do that right now. But, yeah. 5 minutes. How do I freak it? Let me see. I got to block this dude real quick. Because he's getting annoying. It's all right, y'all. Give me a moment. Obviously, we got an interruption. Hey. Let me see. Community. Was high hitting? How do I get this dude's profile though? So I could just go to channel. All right, here, go to channel. Copy. Paste. Let's see how you do this. Block this dude. Yeah, I got him blocked already. Okay, I blocked him. There we go. Got him blocked. Oh my goodness, bro. What is we doing? Go to channel. Let me block this dude. Jeez Louise. All right, block that dude. Let's see. Anybody else? Is there anybody else? He has tons of accounts. Holy smokes. Is this dude bored? This dude must be bored out of his mind. He ain't got nothing else to do. Jeez Louise. My goodness gracious. He says, ONT6, you should just make your live 4 subscribers. Yeah, man. Let me see what I could do. This dude got nothing else better to do, dog. My goodness gracious. Public members on. How do you make it for subscribers only? Yeah, how do you make it for subscribers only, though? No, it's not working for subscribers only. There's no button. I don't know. Let's get the show on the road, though, man. Maybe I blocked them. Did I block them yet? No. My goodness. Let me try to block another one. What's the channel? About. Hold on. So why are they? If I got them blocked, then why are they still on here? Who the hell is Ryan? Who's Ryan? Prez, tell him how to do it. Exactly. Tell me how to do it. Ray, chat for subscribers only. That's what I'm trying to do right now, man, but it ain't working. It's not popping up. It says I can make the chat public. Let's see. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he make the chat? Show more. Category comments. Allow all comments. No. Disable. Hold comments. Review. Hold potential inappropriate comments. Sort by top. Newest. How many like a sky? Allow all comments right here. Maybe this is it. Disable comments. Hold all comments for review. Hold potential inappropriate comments. Increase. Damn, how do you disable? How do you make the comments whatever it is? Only for subscribers. Participants, pop out, toggle, manage moderators, participants. Shit, how you do this? Where's Digital Predators at, man? Different accounts. Let's hope Raiders can get the run. Okay, let's see. They just make more accounts. Yeah, bro. It says got chat settings. Chat settings. Let me see. Where's the chat settings at on here? Comments, private chat. Comments, edit. So is it on the YouTube? Is it on the YouTube app I got to go to and change the settings? Because I'm over here. Manage moderators, toggle, pop out chat, top chat, live chat. Let me see. How to change. Let me see. How to change chat to subscribers. Oh. Go to, okay. Go to, let's see. Oh, I got to go to the control room. It says. How do I do that? Live chat, subscribers, minimum subscribe time. Let's go to 60 minutes. Save. All right, y'all. I think I figured it out. Finally. I figured it out, y'all. There we go. There we go. I figured it out. He said, LOL, this dude is having fun. Yeah, I just figured it out, y'all. Let's get it. Block user. Let's get it. All right, let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it, man. He says, it's on, Ray. It's on, Ray. Leave it. He says, leave it. Laugh my ass off. There we go. I figured it out. All right, y'all. Let's get back into it. Anyways, what we were saying, we were talking about the Broncos. We were talking about the Broncos offense. Our defense should stop these mugs from scoring over 20 points, in my opinion, man. If our defense doesn't step up right here against the Broncos, I think it tells a lot, especially the fact that you look at the appreciate it. Yes. Shout out to the chat, man. Getting me right. This is why I need y'all. Man. We a whole team over here. This is a whole team over here. You feel me? Appreciate everybody. Let me go back into the chat, though. Let me see what some of y'all was saying. Shout out to Chris Gang for pulling up on us, bro. Says IG says, be realistic. Mike McDaniels, the Raiders can't score that much. This ain't a video game. I feel you, bro. The Raiders have to score. The Raiders offense is what needs to move this team forward. For real. E-Manny in the building was good with you, man. He says, should White take Baldwin snaps? 2010 Raiders? Damn, you think the Raiders are going to keep them at 10 points? Raid Russ, it's good, but he need to have a bad game so we could win. Well, that's the thing, man. Has he had a bad game the last 3 games for the Broncos? He has a bad game. That's what I'm trying to say. Wilson's going to eat grass today. There's a stat. When you look at the Raiders stats, we only have 2 sacks. We only have 2 sacks right now. Our defense is ranked 24th. Our offense is ranked 11th. Right now. Our pass defense is ranked, you could say, 16th. And then our run defense is ranked 27th. So our run defense definitely needs to step up because I think the Broncos are going to want to run against us. And we're going to need to stop the run. And I don't know how confident I am in this team at stopping the run. Farrell NFL says magic number is the Raiders scoring 24 plus points and the Broncos hitting their average 14 points per game. So this is what I'm saying, Farrell. When you think about it, like you said, 14 points per game. If this defense can't hold the Broncos to under 20 points, then we're going to be struggling the rest of the season, in my opinion. We've already seen them face the test of their offense. And at that point, you have to only compare it to those last 3 games. Now, when you talk about flipping on the other side, you say 24 plus points for the Raiders. This Broncos defense hasn't been giving up a lot of points. This Broncos defense has not given up a lot of points. Like we said, you look at it, they gave up 17 their first game. Then they gave up 9. And then they only gave up 10 points. So even though, the magic number could be 24 plus, this might not be the team to be looking for 30 points to be scored upon. We should really be looking for that 24 points, in my opinion. That would be good. It would be the most points scored on the Broncos defense. If we scored our average points, which is basically 24 points, that would be the most points scored on the Broncos defense so far. So let's see what happens. Willie Wayne says we need all our good vibes directed at the Raider offense today. The Raiders offense needs to get it together though at the same time, man, because I wouldn't say they haven't done anything, because apparently they're all ranked 11th in the NFL currently going into week 4 in offensive points. So I really wouldn't say that the offense isn't doing anything per se. I'll bring it up right here. These are the Raiders stats going into week 4, the Raiders stats right here. And you can see clearly the Raiders offense, league rank offense, points for is 11th. So we're currently 11th in offense. And although we watch this offense and we say, okay, it needs to step up. This offense needs to do better. It does. We still are ranked 11th going into week 4, which is quite surprising because after watching last week and seeing how we were dropping passes, we did miss some throws. The offensive line hasn't been perfect. Devontae Adams hasn't really been targeted as much. You definitely have to look and say, okay, 11th isn't too bad. But then you look at the defense and you say, damn, 24th. So on league average, you're a tick behind. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really blame the defense at the same time, but the offense hasn't been abysmal like we think. I think as Raider fans, we definitely do expect more, though, and we should get more. Kevin Lurker, man, he says, today is the season. Sent my brother to the game. Shout out to you, man. Sounds like a good time, Lurker. Raiders are 46-12 when they score 24 points or more. Now, I mean, that's a random statistic. I'll be honest. I feel like that's a random statistic. But at the same time, like I was saying, the Broncos defense, brother, it's a good defense. They've shown that. So they're going to have to – 24 points would be nice in this game going up against Denver. It would definitely be a good game going up against Denver. Aren't the Broncos averaging like 11 points a game? Exactly. So let's go ahead and flip it to the other side. Let's look at the Broncos statistics going into week 4. Where are we at? These are the Broncos statistics going into week 4, and we have them sitting at league rank number 2 defense in the league right now. Number 2 defense in the league, but they are the 31st offense in the league. 31st offense in the league. So really our defense needs to step up and keep them from scoring. And then it's going to be on our offense to see if they can put up that 24 that we've been averaging in the last 3 weeks. So that's what I'm saying. I'd be surprised if we go out there and we just automatically think we're going to put up, 24 plus points. If we go out there and we put up around 21 points, but the defense is giving up 24 points, then we're going to be in a tough situation. Our defense is going to have to step up in this one, definitely. Run the damn ball, yeah. Let's take a look. Has the defense of the Broncos been better at the run, or have they been better at the pass? And when you look at here, when you look at the yards, they're 3rd in yards against the pass, and they're 6th in yards against the run. They're 1st in rushing touchdowns, and they're 8th in passing touchdowns. So they're the best run defense in the league currently going into week 4. And it shows. They're 1st in rushing touchdowns. So we do need to run the ball, but at the same time, we're going to have to get creative. We're going to see what Josh McDaniels brings. Oh, Jim's in the building. He says, do you think this will be the game Chandler Jones gets his first sack? It might be. I think it might be because, a little nostalgia, him going up against Russell Wilson for so many years. This may be the one. Now, at the same time, I'm not the biggest fan of Chandler Jones. I'm really not. I think Chandler Jones definitely needs to step it up because of how much we're paying him. Not only that, I do like Malcolm Koonce, and I feel like Malcolm Koonce could definitely come in and he could share some of those reps. He could share some of those snaps with Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones is a little older, so he could use the time off the field. He could use getting refreshed. So I don't know why Malcolm Koonce hasn't been in there, but Underrated Man says, Raid, is it time for mine? Is it time for, I'm not sure what that means. Mind you? Is it time for my, for my over-underrated? Not right now, not right now. You can definitely put it in. You can put it in anytime, actually, Underrated. You can definitely do your over-under any time of the show. It's always welcome, anytime. Mo Dizzle in the building was good with it. He says, that's why the other day I said I liked what JMD is doing. So I do see that point. I do see what you're saying, Mo Dizzle, because you did say you like what Josh McDaniels is doing. Now, the same time, you can't take everything from that 11th ranked offense. You just can't. Because our offense should really, in my opinion, it should be top 10. Easily, our offense should be top 10. So even when we look at this statistic of, the Raiders offense is ranked 11th in the league, which is good. It's good. It's definitely good. Don't get me wrong. Being ranked 11th in the league is you would take that any day. You would take that any day, Mo Dizzle. But at the same time, our expectations of this offense shouldn't be 11th. Our expectations of this offense should be the rankings of the top 8, in my opinion. The top 8, at least top 10. We didn't go out there and get Devontae Adams, and this is what people don't understand is that we didn't only pay Devontae Adams, we traded for him. We gave Devontae Adams the bag. He's on the offensive side of the ball. So we gave him a bunch of money. We gave him more money than Max Crosby. We gave him more money than Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren. So he's getting paid the most right now. So Devontae Adams not only getting paid, we sent first-round pick and other picks to the Green Bay. And then we turned around and drafted with our first 2 picks in the draft. We took an offensive lineman and we took a running back. We didn't take a defensive tackle with our first pick. We waited. So we put a lot into this offense. And I do understand you could like some things Josh McDaniels is doing. And the offense may be 11th and they may put 24 points up a game. But at the same time, we're expecting to put up 30 points in at least one of these 3 games. We're expected to win games. We're expected Josh McDaniels not only to be a good offense coordinator, but he also needs to be a good coach, meaning time management, understanding the defense has been on the field a long time, balancing running and passing the football. So I do understand the offense is ranked 11th, and that's not bad. A lot of us would take that any day. But with our expectations, with what we invested in the offense, this should be not 11th. It should really be like top 3, but considerably top 8. So, I still got to give some criticism to Josh McDaniels at the end of the day. Mike Moore says, fun fact, we're undefeated when we score more points than the other team. That's right there. That's groundbreaking news. I'm telling you, Mike. That shit crazy. Jay Sean's Bryant says the Broncos suck is easy dub. I'm calling it 40-14 or 10. All right, Brian. I don't know about that, man, because we got to go out and prove it. We definitely got to go out there and prove it. For NFL, he says McDaniels gets his first W as a coach. Carr throws at least 3 touchdowns, and we score 24-plus points. So, Farrell, pull up. Farrell's going to have to pull up and explain himself. Farrell's going to have to pull up and explain himself. You're telling me that we're going to score 24-plus points, Carr's throwing 3 touchdowns, and we win this football game. That's bold, Farrell. That's bold. I don't know if we do that. I don't know if we do that. 24 plus points. I would be happy with scoring 24 points in this game. Let me be honest. I would be happy scoring 24 points in this game. Now, 24 plus, I think that's a reach. You might have to put your money where your mouth is on that one, man, because it's just tough to say, bro. We watched this team go out there and blow a huge lead. Go out there and blow a huge lead against the Cardinals. So it's hard for me to sit back and just, automatically, say that we're going to beat this team that's 2-1, has the second best ranked defense, and put up the most points we have this season. You feel me? Because that's essentially what you're saying. If we score 24 plus points, that would be the most points we've scored this season, and that'd be the most points scored on this Broncos defense. So, shout out to you, man. That's a bold one. But I hope we do get this win. Mo Dizzle says, don't get me wrong. I want a top 5, but mistakes on the field are keeping us from that, not the scheme necessarily. And that's also true because Waller, he's dropped some passes. The offensive line isn't perfect as well. And we've seen some miscommunication. So I definitely understand Mo Dizzle. We can't call this an easy win when we're 0-3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of how I feel about it as well. We're 0-3, and we expected to be at least 2-1, right? We could have beat the Titans. We could have beat the Cardinals. The Chargers game seemed like it was out of hand for the majority of it. Kind of so did the Titans game. They were putting the beating on us for a while. So it's definitely not going to be an easy win at all. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an easy win at all. Rookie cornerback Tariq Woolen got a pick 6 today. Damn, putting in that work. Someone's got to do it. And that boy, that's the one that got the speed, right? He says, I don't know. That donkey defense is kind of solid. It definitely is. Number 2, Raid. 20-13. We win our first game. Now, Kenny, I hope we do. I really hope we do because we need to come out with this W. But I want to finish talking about this injury report that was put out. I want to finish putting out this injury report. And we just got done talking about, we asked Rocky Sin, Hunter Renfrow was out. Rocky Sin is going to be out. So people saying Sam Webb is going to start on the other side of Nate Hobbs. So I'm going to be really looking at Sam Webb this one to see if he does start. But anyways, it doesn't matter because when we do have 3 corners out there, Amik and Sam Webb are going to be out there to cover them. And then when you move on, you got Brandon Brown is inactive. Okay. John Simpson. So Alex Bars is supposed to be taken for John Simpson, I'm assuming. In this one, Foster Moreau being out I feel like is critical, but we may see a guy step up in his spot. And then you have Neil Farrell Jr. out again and Tashawn Bauer. So with Bauer being out, I hope Kuntz gets a lot more rotation coming in to this game. Hopefully we see some changes. Because, look, after the owner meets with the head coach and we have a players only, it's going to be tough to go out there and lose and drop the 0-4 because then people are going to get fired and then that's when the spiral happens. Raider Reaper, he says, good afternoon, nation. Donkey's offense is ranked 30th, but the defense is ranked 2nd. Yep. And so that's why I'm kind of feeling as if we can't underestimate the Broncos, all right? Ruthless says, damn, Seattle putting up 38 points. Holy smokes. And I'm not even going to lie, man. I'm definitely glad I didn't start Detroit's defense because I was going to pick Detroit's defense up in a fantasy league, but I was like, nah, it's all right. Because I have the Bills defense in one of my leagues, and boy, they play the Ravens. And I was like, it's going to be tough either way. There are no easy wins for us. When's the last time we blew anybody out? It's been a while. And honestly, the last time I would say is probably the Eagles last year. We were playing the Eagles, and we should have blown the Eagles out, but our defense kind of gave up a little bit at the end, and it looked closer than what it was. But when we played the Eagles last year, that was crazy. Miguel says, I want Chandler Jones at least get a sack on Russell and stop their running game. Look, Chandler Jones, I think it's time to kind of lower the expectations on Chandler Jones, to be honest. Like, The dude's much older, and I know he was a big-time free agent. I know he got paid big money, and they have a relationship with him, the new regime. But at the same time, I mean, who was really calling for Chandler Jones at the start of the season? I don't know a lot of people that were. I mean, personally, I wasn't. I wasn't a big fan of Chandler Jones, but he does need to step up, bro. He's getting paid too much to sit back and watch. Yo, Ray, what's the keys to winning this game? The keys to winning this game, honestly, man, is the offense. It's the offense, bro. We know what the defense is going to bring, Halo. Shout out to Halo Raider, man. Y'all know who Halo is. Shout out to the bro. And the keys to this is the offense just clicking, being very balanced. We're going to have to be able to run and pass the football. And it may sound cliche because it's like obviously, but when you look at the Broncos, when you look at the Broncos defense, they're balanced defense. They can stop the run, which they're number one in the run, and then they can stop the pass. I think they're number 8 in the pass. So when you look at it in that perspective, it's going to all be all on our offense. And as this should be, because our offense is the one that's getting paid the most. Devontae Adams is out there, and we have all those weapons. And it's almost like every week we have to repeat the same thing about this team, that the damn offense needs to go out there and do something and win for this team. The defense is giving the offense multiple opportunities as well. So as long as this defense comes up when it's time to make the plays, to give the ball to the offense, it's all on the offense. It's all on the offense. So let's go ahead and make sure we have a balanced game. Shout out to Halo, man. Digital Press says, just saw that Abram lined up in the slot 10 times last game. Yeah, Abram. Well, so, and the reason for that, Digital Press, is because who? Trayvon Merrick. Trayvon Merrick hasn't been in the lineup. And what happens when you take out Trayvon Merrick? Then you've seen Jonathan Abram slide in to where potentially Trayvon Merrick would have been. Because when Trayvon Merrick was in the game, that's when we see Jonathan Abram at the single high. And then, of course, Harmon came in and started playing that single high. Watts in the house was good with you, bro. He says, we only won one game, I think, by more than 10 points in 2021. Was it the Eagles game? I don't know if it was the Eagles game or not. But I know definitely we put pause on the Eagles last year. Yeah, so last year we beat the Eagles 33-22. And we were 5-2 at that point. We beat the Eagles last year, and we were 5-2. That's crazy to think that. And right now we're saying that 0-3. Mike Moore says, I still remember blowing out the Donkeys like 58-14 when McDaniels was their head coach. Well, damn. Hopefully they don't get the revenge on him. Maybe this might be like Broncos. This might be Broncos' revenge game on McDaniels. It says, what's his contract look like? Whose contract? Chandler Jones? Chandler Jones' contract? Is Chandler Jones going to be Ziegler's Littleton? That's what I think. I think he's going to be Ziegler's Littleton, definitely. IG Lover says, ball control is the keys to the win today. Tony Collins says, red zone conversions. Red zone conversions is definitely keys. Specifically for us, it's a key because we've been struggling in the red zone still. Let's go ahead and take a look at that red zone offense real quick. I want to see where do we sit when it comes to red zone offense. So we're currently at ranked 26th in red zone. Oh my gosh, our defense is terrible too. Our defense red zone is terrible too. Right now, our red zone percentage of time teams reaches the red zone and scores a touchdown. The offense is ranked 26th and the defense is ranked 30th. That's garbage. That's garbage. So our red zone offense and our red zone defense, they both need to definitely step up. Definitely need to step up. Farrell, we have to run the ball. Hey, if we run the ball, Farrell, I don't know if Carr's going to be able to get them 3 tutties, but at the same time, he could get to the goal line, throw it into Devontae. Over under, Daniel Carlson, 2 field goals. You don't have to answer this right now. Okay. Over under Daniel Carlson, 2 field goals. I have to say over. Because I think our offense is going to be able to make some plays. We're going to be able to get in some field goal territories, but when we get into the red zone, like we've seen many of times, we may struggle, and then we got to kick a field goal. So I definitely got to say over on that one, underrated. We are at the bottom. We kicking field goals. That's what I'm thinking. You feel me? I definitely think we're going to be kicking over. Herman says over as well. So, we kind of have the sentiment. We kind of have the same sentiment. Mike Morris Abrams was getting turned around bad last. Yeah, he was. And he doesn't belong in that situation. He doesn't belong in that situation. Todd Davis, to win this, we have to score first and we have to control the clock. Well, and that's the thing. We don't control the clock well. We definitely don't control the clock well. And these are just things that a coach has to learn to do and have to do better. The fact that Josh McDaniels has kind of shit the bed when it has come to time management, because you think about the Cardinals, we're up 20 points against the Cardinals. There's no reason you should be up 20 points and let them come back. Right? That's bad clock management. That's McDaniels. And then you look on against the Titans, we get the interception. You get the interception, and then all of a sudden we go out there and we pass every single time when we punt it. And it's like, how do you punt the ball when you got it on the 30-yard line of the opponent's side of the field? So McDaniels got to step up. Hopefully McDaniels sticks to the run game. I feel like we can run on this defense. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's tough. If the Broncos' run defense is good, I wouldn't really favor our offensive line, because I feel like our offensive line hasn't been the greatest when it comes to run blocking. Now, when it comes to the Raiders' rushing attack, we're like middle of the pack, right? Or excuse me, when it comes to our rushing attack, we're last. We're damn near last in rushing. So when you look at these stats right here, it's obvious. This is plain in sight. This is the Raiders' offense. And currently we're 28th in rushing yards and 28th in rushing touchdowns. We're last in attempts. We're last in the league in rushing attempts. So when you look at attempts at passing, we're sixth. So we're not balanced whatsoever. We're not balanced whatsoever. And the fact that we've had close games, there's no excuse we shouldn't be balanced, right? There's no excuse. How are you sixth in passing the ball? These are attempts. So we're passing the ball basically top six in passing the ball as many times as we want to. But when it comes to running the ball, we are the very last team when it comes to running the ball. So I'm telling you, last because of attempts. No. This is when I'm not saying we're last as far as our running game is last. I'm saying last attempts. That's my point. We aren't balanced. The reason we're last in attempts is because McDaniel sucks at calling plays and knowing when to call the plays. That's why we're last in attempts at rushing. It's not because he'll say shit in the press conferences like, "Oh, we get down early, so blah 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 blah. We can't stay balanced and we're not able to run as much." That's bull crap. That's bull crap. Because he'll go out there in a drive and pass every single down. And it's kind of annoying, the fact that he keeps doing that. Now, let's go look at this game right here against Tennessee. And I want to show you guys the play-by-play on this, because you'll see. You'll see. Interception, shotgun pass, shotgun pass, shotgun pass. Now, let me pull this up for you guys. And this is what I mean. This is why I'm saying attempts. Because we are not allowing our team to do what it needs to do. And it's because of Josh McDaniels. Now, I'm going to take myself off of the screen for a second. I want you guys to look at this. I'll just keep it right here. You can see it. I want you guys to look at this. We got an interception. Right here. Ryan Tannehill throws an interception. Let me pull it up. Ryan Tannehill throws an interception by Deron Harmon. We got it at Tennessee's 31-yard line, guys. We got it at Tennessee 31-yard line. Now, this drive was right after we ran a 14-play drive. Can you guys see this? I'm going to break this down for y'all. We had a 14-play drive for 61 yards that took 8 minutes off the clock. And we got a field goal out of that crap. But anyways, the very first play, this is out of the half. This is the very first drive in the second half, right? So the very first drive in the second half went 14 plays, 61 yards, in 8 minutes. We ran the ball with Jacobs. Carr scrambled. Ran the ball with Jacobs. Ran the ball with Bolden. Ran the ball with Bolden again. So you can see we ran the ball a lot, and then we passed it to Hollins. We ran the ball, passed it to Hollins. Ran the ball, passed it to Hollins. So you can see we ran the ball a lot more, and then we incorporated the pass game. We're able to make it downfield and get a field goal. Now, when you look at the very next drive, an interception. We get an interception. So what do we do when we get the interception and it's on Tennessee's 31-yard line? We only have 30 yards to go to score a freaking touchdown. We're down 2 possessions. It's 13-24. What do? We pass out of the shotgun. Deep pass to Waller. Shotgun. Derek Carr pass. Shotgun. Derek Carr pass. Penalty. Delay of game. Derek Carr pass. We are 4th and 20 on Tennessee's 41-yard line, and we punt the ball. You guys see this? So when you really break it down, it's about the attempts, yes, that we're last in running, but it's also because of Josh McDaniels sucks at balancing the run game. Tony Collins, they shut out Arizona in the first half and still abandoned the run. So that excuse is BS. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we have to just, it's coaching, in my opinion. It's definitely coaching. Metcalf is out and carted off. Wow. Hopefully he recovers fast. Hopefully he recovers fast. Pearl says, I agree. He favors the pass more, and there's nothing wrong with that. Look up Andy Reid, but you have to coach to win. Yeah, but when you look up Andy Reid, okay, that's Andy Reid. We don't have Patrick Mahomes. And we don't have Andy Reid. So when you say Andy Reid, like, we don't have Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. So when you say that, it's like we're comparing ourselves to the very best teams possible. And it's like, come on, man. Come on now. LOL, Brandon Bolden. Exactly, bro. But it's always Carr's fault. Speak the facts. That's on McDaniels. That's why he needs to be fired. I'm saying he needs to get it. He needs to get it right. It'd be cool if we'd run it out of shotgun and throw them off once in a while. It would be nice. It definitely would be nice. But we see that McDaniels doesn't like to – he just doesn't know how to call a game well. And it's just weird to me how he does that. Like, we got the ball on Tennessee's 30. You got to run the rock. You got to run the rock. Watch Raider says, no, the O-line needs improvement in pass blocking, but they solid in run blocking. But how would you know if you only passing most of the time? Yeah, well, the thing is, dog, even if the O-line needs to improve, it doesn't give the excuse of the play calling at the end of the day. Like, the pass blocking could be abysmal. It could be bad. So even if it's bad and we know this, the coach should know this too, and it's his fault. So for me, it's just all coaching. I'm have to get extra zooted before. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get extra zooted for this game. Yeah, for real, bro. Derek Carr to run more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, you just don't go out there and pass every single down. Like, you just can't do that, man. But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live a little early, y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. It started hella weird. And I want to get a little time before the game starts so I can pregame, you know what I mean, go get a little bite to eat and handle my business. So appreciate everybody that did pull up, man. If y'all can, make sure to hit that like button before going. I probably will pull up after the game, do a post-game live. And don't forget, we do go live every Monday morning. This past one, I didn't go live because I had to do something for work. But tomorrow morning, we are going live for Good Morning Nation. So make sure to pull up, y'all. Appreciate everybody pulling up on us, man. Hopefully we get this dub, bro. Hopefully we get this dub. Digital Press says, good show. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It didn't crack off like I wanted to. Only like 100 and some people showed up at this one, but at the same time, it still was a lot of fun, bro. We had a bunch of trolls in here, man. A bunch of trolls, kind of killed it. Definitely killed like the first 20 minutes of it. The Real Rich says the play calling is booty cheeks. McDaniels ain't in, and Graham is worse. Bringing back Musgrave and give Rob Ryan the defense. Yeah, man, I hear you, bro. Let's go, though. Let's end it on a good note. Let's go, Raiders. Let's get it in. We got to get this W, man, because at the end of the day, look, we're 0-3. We had the owner talk to the head coach, and we had a players meeting, so it's nothing worse than losing after that, man. So let's see what happens, y'all. Until next time, y'all, ready to take.